Hello, I'm Andy and I'm going to read to you a program called Weekly Horoscope from the 11th of November to the 17th of November. And this is for you coming from Cancer. Let's start with the 11th November Sunday, and what a wonderful morning, afternoon, brilliant, happy Sunday morning and afternoon you're going to have. These planets there make you the center of attraction and they make you do and say everything right. So you'll be that charming person in whichever company you are with. So enjoy yourself fully, dress well, look good. Romance can be in the air. Marriage can be made happier. A bonding, if you are with your working people or with your business people, the bonding can be great. Evening, nightfall are planets which I don't totally like, but they are not very vicious. They basically make you not happy with others. They put a wedge between you and people. You say the wrong thing, you'll do the wrong thing. And so you will say and do things which makes others unhappy. So don't say these things. Say only beautiful, wonderful things in the evening nightfall period. They can bring disappointment in romance or in marriage. They can bring disappointment everywhere. They can make you spend money for no rhyme or reason and waste it, nothing in return. So if you don't have to be out evening nightfall, don't. Stay in the nice environment of your own home, even in your own room, is safer for you. Because the more you are out evening nightfall, the more exposure to risk will be there. As I said, they are not vicious planets, but they don't help you. And some of them are emotional planets. So the morning, afternoon, wonderful emotional planets. Evening, nightfall, disappointing emotional planets. The 12th November, Monday, is going to be fantastically good. And the good news is that the evening nightfall is going to be just as wonderful. But let me start with the morning, afternoon. It's a working day and these planets are very business minded. They bring an enlargement of your duty at work, so good news will come. They bring an enlargement of your business area, so good news will come. So be ready for this. Do your work well. You are being watched. Some good news is waiting to happen. Give it your best morning, afternoon, and you will see rewards will come. And if you are chasing for the romance, there's one or two romance planets there as well. If you're chasing for the romance, you'll be very lucky to find it. And if you're going to have lunch with somebody you love, somebody you're married to, go ahead. The bonding will be wonderful. Evening, nightfall are plenty of global planets. I attach these global planets to the internet. So the internet is going to be a place of wonderment for you. Chase for the romance internationally. Chase for the friendship. Look for the job you can find somewhere in the world. Look for the business globally. And you will get something, because these planets bring unexpected good problems, good things, unexpected good things. So evening, nightfall, spend your time on the internet. Or if you're not there, you might meet people wherever you are. People from another country, people from another race. I hear music. I see very nice things in the evening, nightfall period, a good dinner. And so be out with the people you love. And then when you go back home, get back onto the internet for a while. Because these global planets are waiting to give you some kind of good news. Either you'll make a discovery or either you'll make a contact. 13th of November, Tuesday. That's a difficult day for you. Well, let's start with the morning, afternoon. Very fast planets are moving in and out. They produce unexpected problems. I call them the planets of unexpected badness. Their duty is to create badness very, very quickly and very unexpectedly. That's what they are. So what do you do with the morning, afternoon? It's a working day, it's a Tuesday. Well, stick to your responsibilities and get that done. Because that is where the target is, to make you a failure very quickly on the morning, afternoon. So don't dilly-dally about things. Write down what responsibilities you have for the morning, afternoon, and get that done. Otherwise, blame is going to come very fast. And this blame can get you into trouble very quickly and unexpectedly. So don't take things granted for place of work or in business. If things go wrong, you have to pay. Evening, nightfall planets are very slow, but they are not to your favor either. So evening, nightfall, be careful that your plans can be cancelled, they can be postponed, they can be changed. Some disappointment is waiting to happen. So double check everything. And evening, nightfall, these planets slowly, hour by hour, create problems. There's no remedy. The only remedy is to be patient, to not bring problems of the past to be discussed, to avoid people of the past that you don't like. So the past problems are also coming. And just stay away from people who just cause problems for you. And go back home. The exposure to risk outside will be too big for you. The exposure to risk at home will be much, much lesser. These planets don't disappear when you go home. You don't close the door and leave them outside. No, they follow you home. But at home, the exposure to risk is less. And there will be people, I'm sure, who understand you and who love you and who will be on your side. So it's always best, when things are not right, go back to the safety of your own home, even if it's only a room. 14th November, Wednesday. I don't like this day either, let me tell you. Morning, afternoon, many business planets are there. Many things about finance and money are there, and they're all waiting to go wrong. How? By making you impatient, making you hasty, making you argumentative, making you have a scattering of mental energy by having too much to do. So what do? First thing you get to work, first thing you get to business, get a piece of paper, get a pen, write down the things you have to do for that day alone. You probably will say, oh, 7 things I have to do. Well, look again, and only one thing would be important, and just get that done. You will be happier, the stress will drop, you will feel freedom. Otherwise, you'll walk around with these 7, 8 things whizzing in your mind. No good, you'll be under stress. You can get nasty, you can get argumentative. So, focus on what you want in the morning, afternoon, and you'll be happier, and at least you'll get that done. The planets of argument are very active. They'll make your tongue want to wag non-stop. Don't. Keep your mouth shut. Because the more you say, the more you alienate people from you. You need help. Evening, nightfall, the planets get very aggressive and bad. I hate that, these planets. They make you violent, even mentally, or physically, or verbally, or emotionally. Oh yes, you're like a dynamite. Something said and you explode. So what do? Well, go back to your home if you really must, because nothing much good is going to happen from the evening nightfall. But if you have to be out, if you're out with your work people, you're out with your job people, you're out with your business people, you're out with the family, the romance, well, you already planned it. Repeat to yourself again and again and again, I have to take the soft approach. I have to use words which are soft. I have to use a tone which is soft. I have to use a body language which is soft. Keep at it. You'll slowly get yourself out of these anger planets because of the reminders. The reminders may only last 5-10 minutes. So repeat again. Every time you see a growth of anger, repeat these words to yourself. They are very powerful words. The mind is always the power, and they will keep you out of trouble, these words. Don't take risks about saying too much or doing too much. And by the way, accidents are possible, because I'm going to use this terminology. The planets say we want your blood to be spilled. That means accidents. Accidents could also be getting into a fight or whatever. Stay away from trouble. Go back safely to your own home. The 15th of November, Thursday, for you, it's not very good, but it's not that bad. The very good part could be that you are very imaginative and creative. The very bad part of it is that you don't agree with anybody. So you've got that kind of a planet. Makes you arrogant sometimes, makes you different sometimes, makes you not want to be friendly with others sometimes. And most of all, this planet tends to make you say the wrong things. So guard of all these things and be careful. Evening, nightfall, some good planets are there. One of them is a planet of arrogance, the others are okay, so don't be arrogant. You can meet people who are important. This morning, afternoon planets will like to be there and create a little bit of problem, but they are pretty tired, they are pretty exhausted, they can't do so much. But be careful again. Don't show your ego. Don't let it get out of hand, and you'll be fine. You can meet important people, so dress well and look good. Don't drink too much. And tell yourself, don't be oversensitive to what's being said to you. 16th November, Friday. What a wonderful 24 hours waits for you. Morning and afternoon, whatever you do, whatever you say is going to be very right in the office or at your workplace or in the business place. And I see a load of global planets here. One of them wants to help you find a romance. One of them wants to help you find a job. One of them helps you want to find a business. So go or get onto the internet. And of course, it's a working day, you can't maybe. So during lunch, maybe get onto the internet. And you may find the solutions you can't find, you may find them on the internet. Because these are global planets that stay there. These are global planets that move with the internet. That's what makes the internet so powerful. And you have the magnetism of the internet. So you'll have this ability to use the internet to find solutions morning, afternoon. Either way, it will go very well, even if you don't use the computer. So you're going to be very lucky in one way or another. Chase for the romance, have lunch with the people you love, or people you do business with, or people you work with. And by all means, you'll find all the support that you want. Evening, nightfall, even a bit better. Now these planets are so steady. Whatever solutions you may not find earlier, you find them so beautifully in the evening, nightfall. And if you've been chasing for the romance earlier, you'll find the good news coming in the evening, nightfall. And if you're out with whoever you're out with, working people, business people, family people, the romance people, you're going to do very well in the evening, nightfall. These planets are very rewarding. So they will reward you in the evening, nightfall to make it a wonderful ending. Let's go to the 17th November, Saturday. A very gloomy, slow, frustrating, depressing morning, afternoon. Things don't go right. So the last thing you want to do in this morning, afternoon of this Saturday is to say, I want to take charge, I'm going to plan it, I will organize it. Don't, because it will all go wrong. It'll go all wrong because you're doing it and you're supposed to make mistakes. That's what the planets want you to do. So let somebody else take charge. Be the follower, be silent, be happy. And you will stay away from trouble that way. Say less, do less. These are planets that bring problems from your past. So don't bring up the past. These are planets that bring people of the past you don't like to suddenly come across your way. Avoid them, move away from them. So past affairs also not good. And these are planets who were very slow, and hour by hour by hour they disturb you in the morning, afternoon period. You've got to be very alert. Evening, nightfall, extremely wonderful. So you're going to slowly move away from all this depression and gloominess and frustration and have a wonderful evening, nightfall period. Your evening, nightfall starts quite early on Saturday. Starts about 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So from then on, you're going to be luckier and happier. You may be a bit dominating. You may be a bit stubborn. Don't do that. Be flexible. Be negotiable. Be appreciative. Be supportive. And people will love you in the evening, nightfall period. You'll get what you want. And whoever you are with is going to be a rewarding evening, nightfall period. So go and enjoy yourself. I like your evening, nightfall. It's so rewarding as well. Well, that's the week for you. I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about your next 7 or 8 or 9 years. And that will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you a lot of information. I'll give you your personal lottery numbers, which will be based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And they'll be relevant to you for the rest of the life. And you will compare them every month when I give generally for people coming from Cancer every month. And if the numbers are jiving nicely, very close, you got to go and buy. And I'll give you your lucky numbers and your lucky dates and your lucky colors and your lucky directions and your lucky gemstones, a lot of information to get everything lucky for you. Life is all about good luck and bad luck. That's the bottom line of it all. And with all this information, you'll get your next 7, 8 or 9 years fully under your control. I'm going to detail age by age, calendar year by calendar year, your health and your finances and business and your job and your family and your romance and your marriage, everything there. And mostly about your health, I'll go into real detail. I'll scan you. Believe me, I will, and I'm very accurate there. And so for USD 50, you'll get all that. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, send me an email, make the contact, and I'll come back to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and good luck.